Be the right club. Be the right club today. Yes!
Johnny, that's better than most.
How about in?
That is better than most. Better than most!
Expect anything different?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in for the final high noon happy hour of the year, President's Cup week. Reacting to our day one pairing. Solly here. Big Randy is here and excited and jolly. Hello, Mr. Big.
Hello, guys. Hello.
TC is here. Hello, Mr. TC.
Hello. I don't know why I'm wearing this hat. I hate
I don't
the
either.
Fireballs, but it's a sick logo, so I'm going with it. Team golf, baby.
It's a team golf week. I want to, of course, give a shout out to our friends at High Noon, the End Zone Pack. It is back along with your favorite fall flavors, pear and cranberry. I went for the pear today. I love both of these flavors. It's the first thing I reached for when I went to Publix today. It's also got year-round classics, grapefruit and black cherry. Whether you're tailgating or playing golf, get out and enjoy the crisp fall air with even crispier drinks. The High Noon End Zone Pack is only here for a limited time. Get it while you can. Visit highnoonspirits.com to find it near you. High Noon, sun's up. Pairings are out. Matches are out. Opening day, we're going to get to all that. We're going to look at who's sitting, maybe some noteworthy, maybe some things to note on that front, some questions. We got some golf course quotes throughout the course of the week. We got an update on the bridge and the logistics situation. It has not looking great. No, TC's
Yeah, come on. Let's let TC cook on that.
He was all over that one. We're going to talk some bold predictions, top point scorer, low point scorer. And then we're going to play a fun game at the end. We're going to take a President's Cup Sporkle quiz. We're going to try to name all of the President's Cup participants from 2000 all the way to 2024. Somebody sent this over earlier in the week. Don't know if this makes for good podcasting, but we're going to try it anyways. We're going to have some fun with it. I've been dying to do this quiz, and I figured it'd be best to just do this live. No looking in the chat when we get to that quiz part of today's show, if everybody will want to agree to that. So
would never dream of it.
Okay. Cody, why don't you come in here? Why don't you introduce us to some of these matches? We'll break them down match by match. Of course, President's Cup style is one team goes up first, puts a team on the board, and the other team matches it. I believe the U.S. won the toss and deferred. So the internationals were first to put the opening group out for a 4-ball session tomorrow morning, 11:35 tee time. What's up first?
Ooh, up first, representing Tron Carter's international squad, Mr. Jason Day.
I paused my membership. I'm on non-resident status right now.
Okay.
We've been over that.
Well, you're this is one of those things. We'll get to it.
No, let's pause on that because this is what's going to be so lame. If the internationals win, you're going to celebrate like you were always on the team.
I picked a tie, which would mean that the U.S. still retains the cup. Okay.
No, if you use your language from 2 weeks ago, that would mean that they win the cup.
That would be a win for the U.S. Okay.
You guys got to help me out on this. I can't be the only one holding TC accountable here.
No, listen, I understand where TC's coming from. He's got some issues with
standards.
Perhaps, what's going on inside of his team. He's taken a step back. I think he's still allowed to be happy
French too. He does not like the joint social media posts with French in it.
If the international team were to win, I think he's allowed to be happy.
I mean, he does have a lot of equity tied up into it. It's just kind of disappointing that he's temporarily dumping that right now. It's kind of like Solly when we see like some Bitcoin bad news, when trouble's around. Solly's like, guys, don't take financial advice from me, but I'm going to kind of stick where we're at.
Guys, think of me as like an activist investor. I'm like Elliott Management, okay? And I'm demanding changes.
This is not financial advice. Anyway, as I said, Jason Day is going to go out with Ben On.
I like it. I dig it. It's a good pairing.
Perfect. Up against the squad of Xander Schauffele and the big Tone Finau.
The Tone
I like
Ranger.
that too. That's a great match. This is 4-ball.
This is 4-ball. Yep.
Okay.
So a little less analysis going into who's paired with who. Probably how these teams come up with it is looking at, who birdie rates on par 3s, par 4s, trying to separate out what holes.
Who knows how Jim's doing?
It's very true.
analytics here.
You might be putting a finger up to the you too. But some traditional pairings. We'll get into all of them here, but not a lot of traditional stuff we're seeing in some of this. So some different looks, which is interesting. I think it's a good opening match. Jason Day's got a 5-11-4 career President's Cup record. All right, it's really not good. Ben on 1-2-2. Xander's 6-3. Big Tone 3-2-3. That's a lot of ties. Can't have that Big Tone, but Jason Day is kind of where my eyes go with this match of like, all right, dude, you've been a part of several of these teams. You're supposed to be one of the top players on it. You can't have a record that looks like that.
Big Tone's Ryder Cup record should factor in here too. He's got a good Ryder Cup record.
I think
Do we like Ben on? I don't know the pairings. I intentionally didn't look at them because Cody's gonna reveal them to me. I'm just wondering, is Ben on? Does he make a bunch of birdies, Solly? I don't know about
certainly
his
juiced
inclusion
up.
here.
He's a big hitter. He hits it really far. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be juiced up on that opening tee. But dude, I think they're cooking with what they've got, man. It's a not the deepest team, and you got to kind of, I mean, he's kind of one of the guys that got to lean on, right? It's kind of, I empathize, I guess, with the international team captains on that front of, man, it's kind of on their bench. We'll get there. Is Mackenzie Hughes and Siwoo Kim are the two guys that are sitting out. So,
Okay.
It's not like that's your options to be subbing in here over Ben on, is what I'm saying.
I guess I'm a little confused on both. Like when I think tone setters on, well, I guess you do have Big Tone, so I maybe he is a perfect tone setter.
There you go.
But I just don't see. I guess Xander fits the bill, but I don't see J Day Ben on as being like a tone setting group here to send out in match one. But perhaps that wasn't Captain Weir's,
especially when they deferred.
right?
To you.
Right.
Yeah. All right, take us match 2.
Foley's gonna have Ben on so fired up tomorrow morning. Nothing to worry about. Also, one of my side group chats, somebody was like, I kind of made the same comment that you guys did about like, oh yeah, like Ben on and like J Day doesn't really get me fired up in the morning. They're like, what are you talking about, man? Didn't you see that cool video that's going on right now? I'm like,
oh no,
that was Sanjay. But anyway, continuing on. Next match is gonna be Colin Morikawa, Sahith Theegala up against Adam Scott and Min Woo Lee.
I think Morikawa and Sahith is great. I think that is it'd be really interesting in foursomes, I think, with the accuracy tendency of both those guys off the tee. But that's a great. Yeah. I mean, Morikawa seems to be such a Swiss Army knife in all of these events. Of like, I don't know if there would be a bad pairing for Morikawa, but I'm pretty pumped up about this one. Sahith in President's Cup, second match out. This is the U.S. put up this team. So how it alternates is, if the U.S. got to match in match 1, they have to put the first team out in match 2. So this is who they put up in match 2. Morikawa went 2-1 in the last President's Cup. Sahith, obviously a rookie.
This is the juice, baby.
I like this one. Yeah.
This is, Adam Scott and Min Woo Lee kind of fighting fire with Adam Scott and Morikawa are kind of similar games. Going to be playing from the fairway. And then Sahith and Min Woo are both kind of unstable compounds.
Those two in a match is great.
It's like thunder and lightning with each one. The more I think about the J Day Ben on thing, the more I like it too. Ben on just like his thing, like he just can't putt, right?
Yeah,
it's kind of his deal.
Couldn't make any
he's really good off the tee. He's a decent. He's above average, slightly above average iron player, and he just can't putt and chip. I think, which we'll see. Maybe ride a hot putter, but yeah, I think that match too is that gets us back into team golf. I'm like, all right, you know what? Like we shit on the President's Cup a lot. At some point, you tee it up on the first hole, and hey, that's a fun match. I'm getting into it.
I just love too the Adam Scott. I mean, what is he? 18, 25, and 6 all time in the President's Cup. Just all the experience in the world with a rookie like Min Woo. That's very intriguing to me. I feel like this week, I don't know if it will be, but it could be a Min Woo Lee coming out party of sorts. And if it is, it would start right here tomorrow morning.
So this back to back, these 2 and 3 on the international side they're gonna need to win both these matches. I think if they're gonna have a chance to win this week, which we'll get to match 3 here.
You're saying they need to win both of these matches on Thursday to have a chance to win?
Sure.
The whole competition.
Why not? If one, I mean, they don't. They're gonna have to really go to the whip on these 4 guys that are that are in these back-to-back 2 and 3 matches.
Okay.
I think that's right. I'm just Go ahead, Cody. Sorry.
Next match 3 is as Solly said, international team now able to call their shots. Sung Jae Im and young Tom Kim. The U.S. put up number 1 Scotty Scheffler and big Russ Henley.
This is a great match. This is a really freaking good match. Have to wonder if Furyk was just waiting to deploy this one once he got one of Sung Jae and Tom Kim. I think we're probably the top 2 players on the international side, and seeing them both together, separating out Scotty and Sam Burns, think that's a good thing, both for narratives and just for each of them. Like, that's a really freaking stout U.S. team, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of that pairing this week.
My only request, can we run this back as a foursomes match as well?
Yeah.
I feel like this would be an awesome foursomes match too.
Tom Kim's gonna be exhausted by tomorrow with all the social media he's doing, and I'm begging the PGA
I hate that we're
Tour.
even talking about this, TC. You know, it's just we have
I
to
do
be
too,
talking about
Solly.
it. We have to. We have to do it.
They're forcing our hand. You know, he's doing the whole Ricky thing, like the only single guy up there, and
Most innocent possible post ever. TC's in our Slack. This guy's so fucking thirsty, man. This could have been a more innocent moment. He's all
then
worked
him
up.
and Min Woo won a match in one of the practice rounds, and you know, you would have thought it's just
They're
it's
having
just a
fun.
lot.
Oh no,
They're having
Oh,
fun.
no.
They're having
TC,
fun.
I usually am like, I am riding shotgun with you on all of this stuff. I just can't get there with Tom Kim. I don't find him. I don't find him as unlikable or annoying. I don't think as you do.
Don't make him go down the list of all the reasons why. Let's move on to the to the next match. Sung Jae is 5-3-2. Tom Kim went 2-3 last year in his breakout campaign. Scotty unbelievably went 0-3-1 at Quail Hollow, and Russell Henley is of course a rookie. So worth noting all the pairings
at Quail Hollow.
and his partner played really well. All the pairings on the international side, they're all brand new. None of these teams have played together in any President's Cups. I think they definitely didn't play together in 2022, but I didn't go back farther than that because it's mostly new guys since then. But match 4,
new data, I guess they're working with there. Sully. Match 4, Wyndham Clark and Keegan Bradley up against Taylor Pendrith and Christian Behazenhut.
Knowing NBC, this is the match they're going to pick to follow, and it's
God,
like
the all-American match.
Oh my God, you're right.
The least intriguing match.
Yeah, I'm going to abstain from analyzing this one or saying anything about it. I think it's I mean, I guess Pendrith and Bezadenhout, like I don't know, Bezadenhout's terrible off the tee, right?
It's just not long. But so yeah, a little yin and yang, I guess, with that pairing. It's hard to like. We need to see this golf course for a day to understand what it's really emphasizing, right? I'm kind of getting mixed reviews on, you know, you can talk yourself into a narrow golf course with thick rough being good for accuracy, and you can talk yourself into it being not important for accuracy at all. So I feel like I'll feel more strongly about it after having seen some play on this golf course. But Wyndham and Keegan, yeah.
Can I just say, I see a pairing of Taylor Pendrith and Christian Bezadenhout, and I'm just like, guys, we got to do something about the President's Cup. Like, let's change up something.
Amen.
How do we get
Randy,
to this point?
It is like you see that and you're like, we got 5 live shows this week. Like we based our whole weeks around this event.
I know.
Do we have to have 5 matches in a session, right? Like, why do we have to do that? Like, what, you know,
let's sim this one.
And a Taylor Pendrith that went 0-4 at Quail Hollow.
I thought about this a lot today, Randy. The only thing that the opposite side of that is, I guess, would be like if they do, the internationals do manage to make this close or make it interesting. The dynamic of like, does it really matter who is on your team versus how you actually put it together and execute it is certainly an interesting thing to follow. Now, if it's a blowout, it's not going to be even remotely interesting to follow that. But I am keen to see if Weir can work some magic. Weir and team, like Trevor's still there. Like all the Shield implementation stuff that has maybe been underplayed going into this week is still there. So just worth noting.
That's why I still have my membership. It's just on pause, right? Like the infrastructure's still there. It's still the same team. There's just a bad figurehead, in my opinion.
Okay.
Does
Final
it
match.
surprise you? Sorry, does it surprise you we're not seeing a Canadian until match 4? I guess that's something else. Like if you're trying to get the crowd behind you, get people jacked up, I feel like you'd want to put at least 1 or 2 Canadians out a little earlier.
Yeah, a
I don't
little
know.
bit. I think so.
Yeah, but it's also like, all right, you only have like I can see that being a conscious thing if they were playing 2 matches in the same day on Thursday and Friday, but it's not like you have to worry about petering a guy out
yeah.
early too. They're only playing 18 holes, so yeah, I think that makes it extra surprising, Randy.
Yeah.
Last match is going to be match 5. Hideki and Corey Connors up against Patrick Cantley and Sam Burns.
I love the Hideki Corey Connors match. I mean, Hideki's gonna have to play like a dog this week, and Corey Connors is gonna have to play like 0-4. Corey Connors is gonna have to play like a dog too. So yeah, and then Cantley and Burns, cool, whatever. Fine.
Well, I like that the internationals are not like following, other than Sung Jae and Tom Kim are not just like I guess Adam Scott and Minwoo Lee as well, but I would say not just defaulting to nationality for 4-ball pairings, right? Which everybody's playing their own ball. Like it's kind of more of a mathematical equation there of how you would group these guys. But I'm honestly kind of glad they didn't just do like a Canadian pairing, kind of gimmicky, right? That might get the crowd.
That's coming in the foursomes.
Probably.
Yeah, that can always go one of 2 ways. Where if they play poorly, it's a total dud, and you're like, that was stupid. But if they like play well and they get the crowd, like I feel like that can be a big boost.
Yeah,
we need something like that. We need some juice early.
Sung Jae's bringing the juice. The Gangnam Style video. Try not to smile and laugh through that one, Randy. That was fun.
I'm just with you. We need the internationals to win at least 2 of those first 4, and then you know what, Randy, where this 5th match goes.
Fuck you. You can go fuck yourself, and you can quote me on that. Okay.
Sorry, Captain Furyk.
So sitting is Max Homa, Brian Harmon, Mackenzie Hughes, and Siwoo Kim. So the pro is sitting. Tom Stenner Evans asks, seems weird to pick the pro and then not play him in 4-ball, as driving is the worst part of his game. So now that's not ideal for foursomes. You guys surprised to see Max and Harmon
or you put him on the par 3 holes. All 4 of the par 3s are what odds? Yeah. And then you get, and then it kind of takes driver out of his hands for a lot of it. So, I don't necessarily think like there may be more to like it's not a typical foursomes setup with all 4 of the par 3s being the same player, right? It
is interesting. I mean, for how poorly he's played coming into it, to then also sit first session. There's a heck of a lot of information we don't have, how he's playing this week, how he's hitting it going into it, how, what this means downstream effect. But could we have a situation where he's sitting more sessions than we'd like to think? Or maybe he's only playing in foursomes for that and playing those holes that you mentioned where he'd be on the par 3s on all of those. So to be decided. I think it is. We had questions when this decision was made, or how this team came together in general, right? Of bypassing some guys that were in better form and have a lot of experience in the event for certain guys, and 2 of his captains picked sitting in the opening session is certainly noteworthy. But it's a long event. We'll see.
Just going down the list, it's fine. I mean, that's just how it worked out, right?
They weren't actually captains picks.
They were 11 and 12.
I'm just not sure what all Furyk's doing. I just don't see him playing chess this week. Like the Max decision. I don't know. We'll see.
It is just funny. Look at the team photo. It's like Furyk, Brandt Snedeker, Stu Cink, Justin Leonard. Just like Kevin Kisner.
How about Furyk's black shoes in the picture? See that?
Everybody else has white on. Yeah.
So can you refresh me, or can somebody refresh me? I have Solheim Cup still on the brain a little bit, where everybody has to play at least 1 session before singles. Is there a rule like that in the President's Cup? Do you know if people could Max sit tomorrow too, conceivably?
I don't remember the rule, to be honest, Randy, because I just did a bunch of research into the old ones where that was the case when it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday event. Everybody had to play every day. I know that. So I'm getting that a little confused with what currently stands. I don't think there would be a rule. Maybe Saturday everybody has to play at least once, but obviously when they broke it out, the first 2 sessions into Thursday, Friday, kind of got rid of everybody's got to play every day or something like that. So I think there's something in there. I don't think you can sit all the way till singles in this event.
Okay.
At least based on how this event was founded, was like kind of the idea was more matches, more points available, less sitting. We don't want to have to strategize too much around that, but I know it's kind of evolved a little bit to try to make it closer, taking some points away, from try to get the internationals to be able to bring it closer and whatnot. But anyways,
all right.
Still a lot to talk about. There's a reason also we talk about Rowback so much. I'm absolutely amped for some of their fall offerings. They got a hybrid jacket I'm hoping to get my hands on very soon. They got the performance joggers. Neil made the sale on those a couple weeks ago in the pod. I cannot wait to get my hands on some of those. Don't need to tell you about the Rowback hoodies, the performance tees. They're excellent everyday apparel. I am rocking the crew neck today. It's just so comfortable. It's fantastic. Raina's got the no laying up crew neck on, which I believe are in our store right now, store.nolayingup.com.
It's really nice.
The long sleeve performance tees are super comfy. They work great in the heat also to protect against sunburn, and they're not overly hot as well. They breathe so well. TC's rocking the hoodie. Now he's covering up his Fireballs hat, thankfully. The multi-print polos and shorts are great for late summer golf. They got a ton of styles to choose from. Don't forget the Rowback bathing suit, great for the hotel pool or hot tub, or when I have to get in the bathtub and bathe my 1-year-old. That's what I rock as well. So Rowback has some officially licensed college gear just in time for college football season. So it's a great time to go to rowback.com, load up on Rowback for yourself or for others. Code NLU, get you a 20% off for the first order through the end of this week. That's RHOBACK.com. 20% off bottoms, Q-zips, hoodies, and more with code NLU. Golf course. We learned a little bit about it this week. I'm gonna read a couple strong endorsement quotes from a couple of players on this. I could have copy and pasted pretty much everyone's answer, but just 2 guys on the U.S. side. Scotty Scheffler said, definitely a little bit of an understanding of where to be and where not to be. It's a pretty simple golf course for the most part. We played it the first time, and it wasn't like there were many holes where guys were discussing what to hit off the tee or what line to take. There wasn't a lot of confusing stuff. Cool. The golf course kind of presents itself to you, and you just have to go out there and execute. Sahit Tagala would say the front 9, I wouldn't call it forgettable, but a little more in front of you, and almost boring, but it's boring in a good way. It requires good shots. You have to place your ball. You have to hit the shot. So it's rewarding for good golf and punishing for bad golf. But the back 9 is I love the back 9. The greens are all dissected by these ridges, and you can tuck pins. There's water in almost every hole, and it feels like a match play back 9. I hope they move 14 up, but it's a sweet track.
All right. I like that more. Yeah.
I think they could do. I will credit the PGA Tour. They've done a great job with pin positions in this event. What they did with Quail was like a look at Quail that we've never really seen before. Some pins closer on ridges and just some different quadrants of greens when you're not thinking about getting, however many guys through a field in a stroke play event. It did feel like they flexed some different muscles with Quail, which is a tall, as much as we see Quail Hollow, that was a tall task. And President's Cup at Royal Melbourne was a genius setup, both in how firm they got the greens and where they were putting those pins and how much the strategy differed from hole to hole and from day to day on those specific holes. That I say with like the comments about this course are the big slopes from back to front and the different quadrants that do exist in them make me think like they will probably do a very good job of creating interesting pin positions for match play. Don't call them funnels, whatever you want to do, but like shots that are going to shots that are setups that are going to promote exciting style of golf rather than playing the center of greens is kind of what I'm going for with that, Randy.
No, I dig. Listen, if we can just get through the front 9, we're going to be inundated with commercials. We'll, hopefully the matches are close. And then if the back 9's exciting, they can tuck some pins. There's some interesting shots. Like, that's great. That'll be very good viewing.
It sounds like, Ian Andrew was posting some stuff, the Canadian golf course architect, who's got some exciting stuff in the works, it sounds like, with some renovations. But the Dick Wilson, like he was posting some original Dick Wilson pictures when it was under construction back in the early 60s. It looked a lot cooler. Like the greens the bunkers looked really jagged and stuff. I guess they brought in Randy's guy, Reese Jones, in the early
My boy.
2000s, and then they also had what's the pedigree of the course is kind of up for debate, but they brought in Harry Colt to kind of assess things, and I guess they stripped all of that out over the last 25, 30 years as well. So very, very cool. It sounds like it's a really forward thinking.
Hey,
club.
it's a match play venue. You know, we're not going to obsess over the architecture this week. Hopefully, hopefully the fans stack the place. But I think that it sounds like that might be a little bit of an issue. TC, you were all over this in the preview pod about the bridge being a potential logjam. The reports have not been good about people trying to get on the island.
Yeah, the tour or the President's Cup. You know, they sent out a tweet this morning kind of giving people very specific directions, because you can only take a right turn under the bridge. You can't go straight under the bridge. You can only take a right turn under the bridge. So you have to go this circuitous route and all that. I guess it's a total disaster getting out there. However, there's also a ferry that I think is like pretty cheap to take, and it takes you kind of right nearby the course there. So maybe that's the play. But I don't know where that ferry leaves from. So if only this stuff could have been prevented. If only they, and then there's all sorts of stuff about this subsidy that the provincial government gave to the PGA Tour. I guess it was $6 million plus. I don't know if I think that's Canadian. $6 million to kind of build out certain infrastructure and all of that to bring the tour there. Hate to see that when the province is already in the red. A lot of the opposition government's not happy about that. Sally, I heard yesterday that the housekeeping and food and beverage employees at the host hotel went on strike, walked off the job on Tuesday. So we got that going on.
I need you chasing that story this week. I need you keeping tabs on that.
It just sounds like the French Canadians are doing French Canadian stuff and being just, kind of just edgy and kind of bitchy, which I really respect. And I'm all about it. I think the other thing is, like, it's all the President's Cup tweets, everything coming from the President's Cup account also has to be in French. It's like the provincial law that all announcements and everything have to be in both English and French. So on a character limited platform, it seems like kind of a tough
Not
draw.
anymore. Not if you're verified. You can drop as many characters up as you want in that one. But
yeah.
Today was my 725th straight day doing French lessons on Duolingo. So that'll be a good practice for me to read those tweets this weekend.
Data Golf has the U.S. with a 64% likelihood, I guess, of winning, 7% chance of a tie, 29% chance for the internationals, which is that's relatively high for the internationals, honestly. Like basically almost 1 out of 3 times that they would win with this setup seems like a relatively high chance. But let's get into some predictions. We're going to go around the horn. I'm going to ask for one bold prediction from each person. We're each going to pick the top point scorer for each team and also the low point scorer for each team. I'm very curious to see where our answers go with this one. TC, what's your one bold prediction for this week?
One bold prediction. I'm changing my pick. The internationals are going to win. Changing it.
As Cody prepares the graphic in the green room that shows
Cody, bring up the graphic. Bring up the graphic.
You've had so much time to do this. You started this show
talking myself
saying
this is a true TC special. Weren't you on international membership, TC? What does this mean? We're back full fledged or what?
No, I'm still an out of town member, but I'm supporting my club still. I'm out of town. I'm gonna go internationals win. US comes in just sleepwalking. Xander's quotes said a lot about just not wanting to, like the last thing I want to do is play golf right now. Once I get back out with the boys, that's cool. Like, no, I feel like the internationals are jacked up.
I can't let that paraphrasing of that quote stand. That is not what Xander Schauffele said
at all.
He said he was walking off the course at Tour Championship. Like, Joel Beal tweeted this out. He said, "I'm so spoiled to be able to be on a lot of these teams since my pro career. Definitely something I cherish. It's something I look forward. I get giddy about just being out here with the guys is a ton of fun. 3 weeks ago, we were playing at East Lake, and I couldn't have been more over golf at that point. walking off the 18th green, just wanting to not touch clubs for a month and knowing I needed to compete and get in shape for this. It was a bit of a drag coming back, but as soon as I started golfing again, as soon as our group chats got going and all those things, and then you get out on the grounds with the boys, it's so fun. It's really a fun experience, something I never really imagined when I wanted to be a pro golfer. So that's the act.
I mean, it sounds like he's glossing over like being exhausted. And exactly. It's like it doesn't, and knowing that these guys are all, they kind of do their own thing anyway as well. I'm feeling like he's glossing over some low energy here. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
Okay. Randy, what's your bold prediction?
Well, TC and I are kind of fishing in some similar ponds, but although I did officially predict a U.S. victory by 3 points, I think we're going to see a good, tight President's Cup. I think this is going to be good golf, and I only say that's like bold because certainly doesn't happen every year. But I think maybe the U.S. team coming in a little happy with themselves, a little sure of themselves, and I want the international team to show up and get off the bus and bring it to them so we have a dramatic Sunday singles.
We will see. My bold prediction is that Colin Morikawa does not lose a match this week. 0 losses, 0.0 losses.
I don't even know if that's bold.
I mean, not a lot of guys go undefeated in these events. Usually he's going to play a lot, at least 4 times, I would think, and doesn't lose a single one. I think that's kind of a bold.
So I'm getting word that I'm going back to my tie prediction. Going back to the tie prediction.
Oh my God!
Final answer.
You should have predicted Scotty Scheffler would not win a point again in this President's Cup.
We haven't gotten to who I think is going to be the low point total on each side. But I'm going to plow through mine because I know I really want to get to this quiz. U.S. top point scorer is going to be Xander Schauffele. That doesn't feel that bold. International top point scorer is going to be Sungjae Im. The U.S. low point scorer is going to be Brian Harman, and the low point scorer on the international side is going to be Christian Bezuidenhout. Those are my calls. Randy, what do you got?
God, doing my guy Bez like that.
That was for Patty.
I no particular order. Not very high on Taylor Pendrith. Give me him for low point scorer on international. I just feel like Max Homa, God, if he's got some driver yips going, he might not play that much. I'm going to take him for low U.S. point scorer. On the flip side, I'm kind of with you on Morikawa. I'm surprised Morikawa is going to go undefeated, but he's not going to be the top point scorer for Team USA. Is crazy.
That's bold. That's bold, Randy. Come on.
Bold. I'll take Morikawa, and then on the international side, give me the old head Adam Scott. I feel like maybe this won't be his last, but it's getting down there for him. He might find some juice with Min Woo Lee in the pairings.
Thanks. TC, I'm very hesitant to ask for this.
U.S. top point scorer. I'm gonna get weird here. I'm gonna go with the blow pig.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know. I think he's starting to trend. I think he plays
on
these cold weather grasses.
And TC, remember? We talked about the blow pig, talking about how he wanted to get more prepared coming into an event like this.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And he was going out and playing the Napa event. Yeah, I like that pick.
I think there's a matter of, he wants to feel like he's earned his place on this team. Let's see, low point scorer for the U.S. That's a tough one. I'll go with Sam Burns. Bermuda Burns. This is the opposite of Bermuda. We're not in Louisiana anymore, big boy. We're in Quebec. All right. Yeah. Those are my 2 U.S. ones, and then
both places love French food. I mean, he could feel like
that's true.
Interesting.
Fur trading, perhaps up to Mississippi.
He's tickling the home game models.
I'm gonna go with low point scorer for the internationals, Tom Kim.
Oh God,
it's blind hatred.
And I'm gonna go high point scorer Corey Connors. I think Corey Connors has a week.
Thank you, TC.
Remember that. We are going to get our FanDuel picks of the weekend before we start our quiz. This is, of course, the odds, of course, subject to change, but using the FanDuel Sportsbook, do you guys have a favorite pick? Cody, what is our order that you want to go in today?
We'll go with you today, Captain.
I'm going to go first. I think the U.S. team gets off the bus, and I think they are up 3.5 to 1.5 to end tomorrow. That is plus 470 on the FanDuel Sportsbook. That feels it's back and forth between that and 3-2. And I think that the Internationals get 1 win and a half. And I love that. Plus 470. That's my pick. Who's next?
Mr. Big.
Yeah, my pick was, listen, the last 2 times the President's Cup's been on international soil, the U.S. has won by 16-14 score at Royal Melbourne, and then 15.5, 14.5 back in South Korea in 2015. So my bet is the U.S. to win by anywhere between 1 to 3 points come Sunday evening at plus 380.
I like that.
That's a very, very good bet. TC?
I got a tasty 4-way coming up just for you, Randy. No beans on this one. Just
this
onions.
is onion.
Yeah. Cody, we flash it up there
Because he doesn't remember it.
Exactly.
No, I knew the first leg. I just wanted to get the point totals right here. I think I'm with you, Sally. I think the U.S. wins.
We're back on internet. Oh, sorry. Day 2 winner. I'm sorry.
Day 2 winner. Okay, let me. I think the international. I think U.S. gets off the bus, plays well. I think the internationals recover in day 2. They win day 2. That's plus 210. I feel like that's pretty good value there.
TC.
And then
question for you real quick. Is there you said the US is going to get off the bus, but they're not riding a bus. They're actually all taking private cars. Concerns there that also has to factor in and make you feel a little bit better, right?
Maybe they should have a ferry. Maybe they should just ride the ferry over, or helicopter or something. So anyway. We'll see what happens there. And then I got the Bengals minus 4.5 over Los Panthers. It's in Charlotte, but no worries there.
Surely nobody beats the Bengals 4 straight weeks.
Exactly. No way. And then Los Cowboys, a get right game against Los Gigantes in the Meadowlands, but minus 5.5 there. I think they're going to have an answer for Vanilla Vic. And then we're parlaying this with a Tommy Fleetwood win in the Spanish Open there in Madrid, plus 900. It's basically like him and Rahm in the field this week. So all that totals up to plus 11,454. So ride with me, people.
Coalition of the willing.
You do have to respect. He is doing it. He's out there doing it. All right, let's get to the main event here.
Keep in mind, that was TC's favorite play this week. That was the segment, the FanDuel play of the week. I love where your head's at, TC.
I thought about sprinkling in like a Gino Titacum or LC or somebody in the 3-day event down in Arkansas for the LPGA.
Just one event, just one pick. That's all we were asking for, and we are ready.
And you
ready
got
to move
pick,
on.
One play.
Ready to move on. All right, so here's the game. This is a Sporkle quiz, and it's up on the screen if you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully. We're going to try to name the President's Squad both. So they do give us the country with each year, right? So
That's so helpful.
There's 288 players that have played in the President or in total. And so if you enter a name in it, they've played in multiple, you'll get like 6 of them if they've played in 6 of them. So we get, I think we should throw as many names out as possible to start. No comments in the chat. We're not looking at the chat. Throw as many names out, and then we'll have to get in country by country, year by year, and see how many we can do. What's a good number, do you think?
Oh God,
I think like 240 out of 288.
That'd be a lot. Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you want to take turns throwing out names so it's not complete chaos? Who's doing the typing for us?
Cody.
Thank you.
I feel like we're gonna make a ton of progress for a while, and then we're just gonna hit a brick wall basically.
I'll pause for the podcast listeners every now and then and say, we're looking for 2006 Argentinian or whatever it is. So, all right, 16. It can't take 2 hours. This is going to take 16 minutes.
It cannot take 2 hours. Yeah.
All right, I'll go first, and we'll just Pound out name. Woods.
Mickelson.
Woody Austin.
Spieth.
Urich.
We're just doing US or we're doing both right
No,
now?
you can do anything.
Do anything
Okay.
you want.
Uh,
F-U-R-Y-K.
Jason Day.
Adam Scott.
Oh God, I'm already out of names.
Els. Sing.
Beef. We said him. Thomas. Sorry, Justin Thomas.
Shoffley.
Sing. There's an E after. There's an E in there. Nope.
SCHAUFFEL. Nope.
Nope. Just one L. Got it. Okay. VJ Singh. God, Cody's spelling's getting put on.
Andres Romero.
Wow. Argentinian Mamba.
Nope.
Evidently not.
No.
You said Immelman?
Nope. Put Immelman in there. We could do Y.E. Yang next. Vajegas.
Did it take Immelman or no? I don't think we spelled it right. IMMELMAN.
There we go.
Weir. Did we do Weir?
We can just pound through the ones. Yeah. Hao Tong Lee. L.I. Lee.
Yeah.
Cam Smith. Pendrith. We could do all the ones from
Mike
this
Weir.
version. We just did Weir.
Oh,
Elkington.
Vajegas.
Vajegas. We could do. No, it's VILLEGAS. AS. You got it. Scheffler. Burns.
Matsuyama.
Yeah. Does this include this year's team?
Year. It includes this year. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a little Corey Connors.
He's on a couple of them. Matsuyama. Kim. We get any Kim
There
that
we
would
go.
have played
All
was
sorts of
working.
Kims. Yeah.
Did we do M?
M. We got that in there. Hadwin.
Allenby.
There you go.
God, who was our
BY. Appleby.
Graham DeLay.
The let.
Yeah. Yeah. LAET.
Yep.
There you go.
Minwoo Lee.
Angel Cabrera.
Oh, and got some Danny Lees in there too.
Yep.
Good call.
Cabrera.
I feel like we're gonna have to get in our U.S. bag.
Oosthuizen and Schwartzel.
Oosthuizen. Can Cody do this?
Not good.
OOSTUIZEN.
No H. Isn't there an H in there? HU.
After the T, right? Yes.
Yeah.
HUIZEN. There we go. That's a big one.
That's a good one.
Schwartzel.
SCHWARZEL.
Retief.
T.
Yeah.
Yep.
T. Yep.
Goosen. Yep. Goosen.
Goosen.
Nick Price playing on as a 2000.
I'm sure.
That was
Dude, yeah, got that. Lehman, Tom Lehman, LEHMAN.
Zach
Howell.
Johnson.
Zach Johnson. Yep.
Ooh, that's gonna knock a
Snedeker,
couple up.
Duffner.
Bill Haas.
Just one F in Duffner.
Might we even get a J Haas with that?
We will.
Potentially. Fred Funk playing one of these, I think. Yep.
You guys want me to start earlier or later?
I mean, let's get
Let's
2004. Yeah.
Should we? Yeah. Okay.
I know Mita Pereira is in there, but that's gonna be a nightmare to spell.
Was Peter Lawnard on one of these?
I'm sure TC.
What
Greg Chalmers.
about Aaron Baddeley?
Greggy?
Ames.
Yeah. BADDELY.
There we go. Was Nobilo on any of these in the 2000s? NOBIL? I know he was in the early ones, but ILO.
Paraguay. Carlos Franco.
Yep.
Mm. Mm.
Um.
Who's that
Do
Japanese guy on
Ozaki. It might have been Jumbo Ozaki's brother.
2000. Joe. Big Joe.
Akon's brother.
Okay. All right. Now this is going to start getting hard when it shouldn't be. All right. Think about. All right. So like Justin Leonard, he's definitely one.
Brendan DeYoung.
He
DE
was the
space JONGE.
NGE. Brendan Grace as well.
Tim Clark.
Yep.
Oof. Yeah. Who's the Japanese guy on the
Couples.
2000 one?
Who was the hat guy? He always got out to elite at the Masters.
Shingo
Yeah.
Katayama.
Or is that Davis?
AATA
AATA.
Guy was
YAM.
always getting Eagle crystalware at Augusta.
Hey, one more A. I think it's Shigeki Maruyama then.
Oh, it is. You're right.
Maruyama.
Yep.
Maruyama.
Got it.
There we go. Got it.
Go back down to go back to the
Australia.
recent one. Let's get we can get checked out for the most recent too. Dustin Johnson, we need him in there. Koepka, Berger, Fowler, BERGER, BER. Dude, Johnson, Koepka, Reed, KOEPK, Reed, RED. Are you doing this on purpose?
He's messing with us.
I'm trying to type so fast though.
Reed, Lahiri,
Of course.
Bay,
Joaquin Neiman. NIEMANN. NIEM.
What is going on?
You guys don't realize how many voices I have in my head right now.
We did not get Neiman. We need to get that one.
Oh, it didn't take it?
No, you had an extra N in there.
Jeez. Spelling it, TC?
It's NIEMANN.
MIEN.
M.
No.
No, M.
NIEM as in mother. ANN.
No.
This is gonna be so good on the podcast.
Get the N out of there. There's too many. There's no Neiman. It's not Neiman. All right, we got it.
It's exactly
We
how I
got
was
it.
spelling it.
Okay.
Lahiri, did we get him? Bay.
What about Pan?
Yeah, he
Oh.
played in one. Yep.
Yeah.
Good call.
Lahiri is LHI
LAH.
LAHIRI. No.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
God,
LAHIRI.
he's sabotaging me.
Is this on purpose?
No, you guys, it's reverberating in my head. So every time you guys start
Thailand.
laughing,
Thongchai Jaidee. JAIDEE.
Did the barn rat play in one?
Oh, we're not trying that right now. Are you kidding me?
Choi. KJ Choi. CHOI.
do Homa, Harmon,
Oh, we've
Clark. Oh, we got Clark already.
gone
sorry.
under 100 left.
Did you get Choi?
Bradley. Do Tigala, TheeGala,
I'm not seeing Choi.
ALA. Choi.
CHOI.
No, I
it's
don't
in
know.
there.
Okay.
Well, we have more. Oh, so we have Hughes. On AN.
Missing.
Who's South Africa? Oh, Bezadenhout. Good luck with that. BEZUIDENHOUT. First try. Let's go.
Munoz.
That's a good one. Davis.
Vegas.
Davis.
Yeah, Cameron Davis. We have a lot of U.S. guys for this team. Do we have
Mito
Scheffler in?
Pereira?
We do. Yeah, we do.
Pereira, I believe.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cross 200. We have
Morikawa.
201 of 288.
Henley. Burns in there. Sorry. We got a lot of internationals. What's Mexico? That's Ancer, Ancer. 2019.
Australia.
Grillo, Grillo for Argentina.
15 international. Australia.
Yeah, that one's bugging me too, Randy.
Charlie Hoffman, and also Chappell. I think it's double P, double L. Kisner is one. Yeah, he's on a couple of them. Horschel was on the recent U.S. one.
SCH.
So we have gotten 214 out of 288. We have 4.5 minutes. I'm sorry for everyone listening on the podcast if this is not what you're looking for. 2019. Woodland was on that team. Also Bryson.
We have Bryson, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Beau. You got it. Do we have Cantlay? We do not have Cant. Oh, we do. Finau.
That should pick off a few.
22. Who? All right. So we need one more for 22.
Stricker. We need Stricker.
Yeah.
We have Burns.
Yes.
Yeah, we
We
do.
got Burns.
Burns can't wait. Hold on.
This is on 22.
We got 3 minutes, 50 seconds left.
This is hard. This is harder than it looks. 2015. Chris Kirk was on 2015 team. I know that. Another Aussie in a South Korea. Bay. Do we have Samoon Bay? BAE? No.
Ah, good call.
Love that.
God,
God, who's that Australian guy in 15?
Has Hoj made a team, right?
No. Tom Host.
Sure.
Yes. 2020. All right, let's scroll up. I think we got to go for more bulk plays for the 2000s to get to tick off some here.
We've got Fred Couples in there.
A lot of
I'm Chris Riley, Riley, or was he just Ryder Cup?
I don't know. It's good. It's a good pick.
Did we get
John Daly was on. Oh, that was in the 90s, I think. Yeah, sorry.
What about Peter Lonard?
Oh, love that, Randy.
Lonard. Got two of them. How about
love
that?
that.
Is there
I think of other.
do we already do Hal Sutton?
Nice.
Halimony.
Did we get Charles Howell?
Curtis Strange?
No, he would have been done by then. O'Meara. EARA. It may want us to do the apostrophe after the O. I don't know if he would have been in the 2000s.
Spirited. I feel like we're missing a lot of Aussies from
Lucas
early.
Glover. Would he have gotten on
Sinks.
one?
Oh, Sinks a nice one.
Glover.
Duval.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have DeMarco? DeMarco. DI. CO. You got it. 237 out of 288. We have 2 minutes left.
You got Sink? Okay.
Got Sink in there.
Kuchar?
Oh, that's going to be a huge one, TC. Nope. No T.
Kuchar. There we go.
I'm trying to think of who else is assistant captains throughout the course of the years. 2009, Anthony Kim. We have.
Who are these Australians we're missing?
Did we get Chalmers? Is he
Greggy.
one? No.
Not one.
Ames? Stephen Ames? Did he?
That's a good one.
Yes.
AMES. Wow,
Nothing.
not on one, huh?
2011 U.S.
Lota.
Why is this? We have foul. We have Ricky, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have Hideki on here? I'm not seeing him.
I think he started to type it earlier. I think that's too early. Yeah, we have him.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 45 to go with 30 seconds remaining.
How are we missing one from 22?
I can't
The
think
U.S.
of
side.
who that U.S. side is. Let's not get bogged with that because we need some that are going to be multiples up near the top. There's got to be more.
South African and Australian. There's got to be somebody that played on multiple teams.
God, this is harder than it looks.
4, 3,
All
2,
right.
1. Time.
Sorry.
Michael
that was-
Campbell.
All right, we
We're
missed
Mayhem.
Mahan.
Webb
Webb
Simpson.
Simpson.
Oh, we said
Oh,
Snedeker.
Richard
Of
Stern.
course.
JB Holmes, Jimmy
Oh,
Walker,
Jimmy
Bubba.
Jimmy Walker, Bubba,
Cam Young, we missed
Cam
from
Young.
2022.
Okay. Jeff
Steve-
Ogilvy,
Cody, that's your boy.
Rio
Yeah.
Ishikawa, Charles Howe. We said that one, didn't we?
Oh,
Gary Kelly,
what an experience there.
Kenny
guys.
Perry, Greg Norman, third leg Greg, Michael Campbell, Mark Hensley.
Shout out to Roback.
Nico
in there.
Hearn.
I haven't checked the comments
Page
yet. I'm
views
sure
up
the
here.
comments are just people.
Scott
I feel like the
Verplank.
Sporkle quiz is going to be a staple.
Lauren
Lauren
Roberts.
Thomas. Yeah,
Lauren Roberts,
Mahan.
Paul Azinger, and Kirk
Harris
Triplett.
English.
Oh,
Oh god, that
what
was
a
good.
what a world! What an experience!
They were helping us.
Thank you, or you're welcome, or I'm sorry for that segment. I don't know.
Cody, fighting for your
Cody's
life
getting
out here.
lit up in the comments here. It's like we lost 50 seconds in cost typing.
No, we gained it back in content though, guys. We're just trying to stretch it out to an hour. You don't understand the game.
You know what the good thing is? We got Anthony Kim as one because of all of our other Kims.
That was helpful. Nico Hearn, Michael Campbell. That was fun. All right, that was worthwhile. A couple other news and notes. Full swing viewing way down from 53 million hours to 28 million hours in season 2 over the same time period. That's for
Seems
Josh
bad.
Carpenter and Austin Karp. Things are not trending great in golf, guys. It's not good. Live Team Championship got 128,000 viewers on Sunday, 176,000 on Saturday. Of 19 aired broadcasts that I could find numbers for. So some of their broadcasts are so low they don't actually register on any radars. But for the 19 I could find, they averaged 182,000 viewers per day this year. So
Kind of
it's not good.
I mean, I guess it's just, when you host it on Sunday during football season, it's tough.
Yeah,
right.
which I'm sure the President's Cup is going to absolutely smash this week. LPGA got 127K on Sunday on Golf Channel. BMW Championship, the European Tour event, only got 119,000 on Sunday on Golf Channel. So yeah,
That should have gotten all the viewers on Sunday.
I
morning.
really should have. That was kind of, European Tour rating doesn't do great on the Golf Channel, I'm sure, but that was surprisingly low as well. But people are on the football
Solly,
season.
Are we going to get a bunch of crisis actors this week up in Montreal?
I think that's, let me flip that around. TC, are we going to get a bunch of crisis actors this week?
Probably. I mean, I'm sure the Fanatics are out there. Other
I haven't
people
seen
that are
any
being
Fanatics
compensated by
content
the
yet.
tour to show up. So we'll see. That's always a staple at various international President's Cups.
TC had to get that one in. That is going to wrap it for today's show. We will be back all week as soon as play wraps. I think play wraps around 6 p.m. Eastern every single day. We'll be live shortly after all of those. And yeah, we'll see you there. We will be there. High Noon will be there. Roback will be there. We greatly appreciate everybody watching. Cody, we're the ones and twos for TC and Randy. See you back here tomorrow. Crack on.